Hey y'all!
Is it working? Okay.
We'll give it a couple minutes and let some people join. I'm excited to have Sara back with me today.
Yay! I'm back.
We're sitting here at Shineworthy Tea in Antioch, Tennessee. Come out and get you some.
Yay! We're so excited to be live with you. We've got another great topic and some great stuff to discuss. And of course, if you have anything while we're talking, please comment with your questions or topics or anything, and we will jump in on those as well. And if we can't get to them today, we will definitely get to them next week.
Next week, we're actually going to be doing our drawing for the prize.
Our monthly drawing.
Prize. We've got several people who have been commenting, and nobody's tagged their friends yet. You should tag your friends. People joining us live, like Tina. Hi, Tina. Hi. You're all entered into a drawing. I can't wait to do it.
Or am I like a half face?
You're like a half face.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to make it work. Hi, Jason. My cousin's joining from Texas, right? I think you're in Texas.
Awesome.
Fun. All right, let's see. So should we?
All right, well, a question that I got last week was, what do I eat on a typical day? So it's a perfect question for this week's topic because we're going to be talking about meal planning and prepping. So I am just going to answer that question real quick with what I ate yesterday. I try to make a plan for the week that I can use, leftovers or have things more than once so that I'm not buying tons of groceries. But what I ate yesterday, every single morning, I have the most amazing smoothie in the world. Do you have a packet?
I don't have one with me. Shoot.
Anyway, my protein powder of choice is called Juice Plus Complete. It's the only protein that yes, we are twins.
Yes, twins.
It's the only protein that I recommend to my clients and that I personally use for myself and my family as well. It's plant-based, it's vegan, it's non-GMO, it's low glycemic, and it's full of plants, and you would think that it would taste disgusting, but it
is delicious.
Amazing.
I have one every single morning.
Yeah. So every day for breakfast, I make a big smoothie with my protein. Let's see, and then I have a mid-morning snack. So yesterday I had an apple with peanut butter. I was talking with a client yesterday about for our meals and our snacks, we want to have all four of the macronutrients. We want carbs, protein, fat, and fiber. All those things in that. So your apple has lots of fiber and carbs, so that's a good thing. But there's not really protein and fiber. No, protein and fat. I just said I had fiber. So adding that peanut butter, it gives you the protein and the fat. So not only is it a great snack just health-wise, but it makes you feel full because of all those things combined. For lunch, I had cut up veggies and hummus, some grapes, and I made these little mini muffins for this week that are, they're amazing. They don't have any flour in them. They're banana, chocolate chip, peanut butter amazingness. So I had that with that. So I had cut up red and green peppers, zucchini. What else was in there? Carrots, I think. Yeah, and some awesome roasted red pepper hummus. So my afternoon snack was a pudding. It was chocolate pudding. That's exactly what it tasted like. But it was made with avocados, chia seeds, and cocoa powder. So delicious.
Yum.
I actually used my protein powder again instead of cocoa powder. I used my Juice Plus.
Your Juice Plus Complete.
Chocolate
I've done that before. It's
delicious.
Great as a dessert too.
And then for dinner, I had a vegetable wild rice soup with some delicious sweet potato biscuits that just make me feel like I'm having comfort food. So That's what I had yesterday. That's a pretty typical day for me.
Oh, and Shan wants to know if our hair is purple from the berries that we eat.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's all those berries.
We take extra Juice Plus Vineyard to get this gorgeous, vibrant color.
If only it were true, right?
Right. All right, so today we are going to talk about meal planning. I'm going to let Sara just start with a few of her go-to tips.
Yes, so meal planning is so important. As we all know, if you have a plan, you're more likely to succeed and follow it, especially when you go to the grocery store. So what I like to do is every week, I usually pick Sunday. Sunday's my day to meal plan. And I like to kind of write out my days of the week and write down what kind of dinners I want, maybe snacks for that week. I know I'm gonna have my shake for breakfast, so I, put that on the list, like, my almond milk and what I put in my shakes, fruits and veggies. And then something I like to do also is I try one new recipe every week. Of course, we have those, favorites that we like to loop in, but sometimes it's fun to try a new recipe. And by doing that, we can make a grocery list, and then when we go to the store, we're not tempted to walk through aimlessly in the aisles. You're not just grabbing random stuff and throwing it in the cart. And also by having a plan during the week, and I know Heather's gonna elaborate on this, if you're hungry, you already have something ready to grab and eat. You're not just grabbing junk food. You're not stopping at a random store or like a fast food restaurant, because you will already have something with you to eat. And I know Heather's going to talk a little bit about
absolutely. That. So I love the 3 Ps. I talk about planning, prepping, and packing. Makes it easy to remember. It is super important to follow these 3 Ps, because then, like she said, you don't have to scramble. So first thing you want to do is plan. She had some great tips on planning. A lot of people think that if they just plan out their dinners for the week, that they have meal planned. But then what are we having for lunch? What are we having for snack? We get lost on those things. So you really want to plan. I like to write it out: breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner.
I have a grease board in my kitchen where I actually write it down.
Yeah, my kids love that. They love to know what's coming. So if you write it all out, then your kids are not like, what's for dinner? What's for lunch? Like, they already know. They can look at the board. So that's super cool too. And then prepping, like she said, make your grocery list based on that meal plan. And when you get home, on the weekends, prep as much as you can ahead of time. If you follow my page, you see, I try to even prep all of my daughter's lunches for school ahead of time on the weekend, so that you're not trying to, again, scramble the day of. And then packing is that 3rd P. We want to pack our lunch and pack our snacks. If you are leaving your house, I don't care where you're going, if you're going to work, if you're just going to a movie, you need to have something with you, so that there's not that, what do I do in case of emergency? How many times have you gotten stuck in traffic and you weren't expecting to, and you're starving, and then you end up having to go to fast food? If you had something packed with you, you would already be prepared, right?
Yeah, I always keep like healthy protein bars or something in my car. I use the Juice Plus protein bars.
Oh my
they're
gosh,
a great treat.
So good too.
And yeah, they're healthy for you, and like you always have them, a stack of them in my car, and they're good to go. And also every time I leave the house, I try to grab maybe like a piece of fruit, like an apple or an orange, something you can throw it in your bag or your purse, whatever you have with you. Because you just never know, if you have a snack attack, you can eat as many fruits and veggies in a day as you want. You can't overeat them.
Isn't that exciting?
I know, right? You have like carte blanche with any fruits and veggies. You can eat as much as you want, and it will only do good things for your body. And really, the more you eat them, the more you start to crave them. Like, we can train our tastes. So if you're like sitting there going, oh, but I hate veggies, I just don't like them. You know what? There are ways that we can train our taste buds. And really, if we really want to invest in our health and are really committed to making a change, then, just start with, like she said, some carrots and hummus. That's a great way to introduce carrots. Hi, Leah. Do little apples and peanut butter. Do some celery and peanut butter. Make those, what are those, ants on a log? Where you make, like, I'm a grown-up, but I will totally still eat ants on a log, right? Make it fun, okay? And it's easy to do. Like she said, you meal prep. So on Sunday, if you get a whole bunch of veggies at the grocery store, cut them all up, portion them out in those either little sandwich bags, or if you have little Tupperwares, and just have them stacked. All you need to do that the next day or the next morning or whatever, grab one of those packs. I mean, you can even portion out the little peanut butter. There's so many awesome and inexpensive containers that you can buy, like those little bento boxes.
Yeah, okay, so this is a tip that I always talk to people about on packing their kids' lunches, but it is so true with our lunches too. If we make it cute and pretty, it's more fun to eat, and then we want to eat it. So we want it to be colorful. Get a really cute lunchbox that you want to carry places, a bag or a box. Get a bento box or some really cute containers, things that you have fun eating. It's super fun. Just washing the dirty. No, Tina. Good question though. She said, does washing the dirty dozen make them clean? Unfortunately, no, but it does help.
And the dirty dozen being, some may not know.
Oh, well, I can't list them off the top of my head, but there's a list. You can look it up, the Dirty Dozen. It's the things that are most contaminated. So you would want to buy those things organic. There's some things that it's okay to not buy organically if you're trying to save money, but the Dirty Dozen, you want to always try to buy organic. But even if you're buying organic, all the things, wash your produce, wash your produce.
Leah said, A, I love ants and along. Yes. And what is a bento box? So a bento box is basically, it's kind of like a little Tupperware, but it's like sectioned out. So it's got like little different portion, like sectioned. It's almost like one of those sectioned paper plates, only it's like reusable. And it actually really also helps with portion control.
Absolutely.
So, you can put your handful of nuts for your healthy fat. You can put like a scoop of hummus. You can put, all your veggies in a row. And you could even put, something sweet, like a, little sweet treat, like some fruit or something.
Right.
So, it's a great way, because also too during the day we want to plan, like, it's better to graze during the day. So I know that we're so traditional in that we eat 3 big heavy meals a day, but really the best way to do it is to graze. So if you plan on having maybe 6 meals during the day, or you're grazing throughout the day, you're going to keep your metabolism going, you're going to stabilize your blood sugar and insulin levels, you're going to sustain your energy, and it's just going to be easier for your body to maintain its energy levels.
So here's another tip about grazing that I like to do with kids. I learned this from Dr. Sears, but if you get a little like muffin tray or a mini muffin tray, I think you'd probably have to use a big muffin tray. But anyway, you can put different little healthy snacks in each one. So like some carrots and celery in here, some raisins, just different things in the little holes, and leave it in the fridge, and it's a grazing tray, so the kids can go and they have free reign. They can choose whenever they want to eat out of it, and they can pick whatever they want to eat. So not only are they getting to feel in control of what they're eating, but you've made this an awesome healthy snack tray. And you know what? Works for adults too.
Absolutely.
If you've got fun healthy things in your fridge at eye level, that's what you're gonna gravitate towards. So we are gonna talk more another week about how to arrange your refrigerator and your pantry for better eating. But today,
pantry makeover.
Still thinking about meal planning. As far as meal planning too, I want to go back to the shopping list real quick. When you're making your shopping list, because I absolutely hate going to the grocery store, I try to think about the store that I'm going to and kind of put them in that order. You know what I mean? Like,
hilariously, I was totally doing this. I was making my list yesterday, and Ben, he came over and he wrote something on the list completely out of order. And I made him scratch it out. So Ben, if you're watching, I made him scratch it out, and I moved it to the right section, because as Heather was saying, you do it like produce, meats, yogurts, and then you know where you're going, and you're not going up and down those aisles, the middle aisles. We don't want to be in the middle aisles. I mean, it may be if you're grabbing like some corn tortillas and a jar of, pickles or something, but we really want to avoid those middle aisles and stay on the perimeter of the grocery store, Whole Foods.
Absolutely. So I also have clients tell me a lot too, well, what if I make this meal plan and then I just don't want to eat what's on the plan? Like, it's Tuesday night and I don't want what I wrote down for Tuesday. I'm not feeling it. Well, here's the great thing is that you've already planned all of this stuff. So you know what? Switch a night.
Have on Wednesday.
Pick your Friday meal and flip-flop them. Now, if you're OCD and you're using a whiteboard, it's easy to just erase it and move it. I can't stand having to put the arrows, like, oh, I switched this, but anyway, use a whiteboard instead of a permanent.
Some people use, you can also use a bulletin board, and then you can rearrange or something.
But having the plan is the important part.
Yeah.
You can switch up your plan after you have, prepped it all and you've purchased it all. But not having a plan is planning to fail. Isn't that something that people say?
Something like that. Planning to fail, failing to plan. I think they're hand in hand. We'll go with it. But yeah, and you can always plan in there. I always plan in one miscellaneous or leftover night, because we all have that one night of the week where you're like, oh, I don't feel like cooking or whatever, and you just want to grab what's left over, and then it's just, but if you only have healthy food in your house, you're setting yourself up for success.
Yeah, good tip. Courtney says that she makes her meal plan on her phone, so it's easy to change. I do mine on my notes on my phone too, and then we put it on the whiteboard. So that's a good tip. I was gonna say,
do we have any other? questions. Man, I love how many live people we have.
No,
See
it's
Charles
awesome.
and Tabby. Hi guys. Robert, awesome.
Super fun today.
Ben says his
That's
favorite
my
night
night.
is leftover night.
Leftover
Yeah.
night. Well, something else that I always do is most families like to have a pizza night, right? But then they order pizza, and so it's not super healthy for them. And that's okay. It's okay if you're ordering pizza once a week. I am totally okay with that. But we like to have a make your own pizza night.
Yeah.
So it's fun for the kids, if you've got little ones, to kind of help you make the pizza. Hey, Rebecca. But you can make your pizza so much better because you know exactly what's going in it. So sometimes I plan out, enough for 7 nights, and I still buy the stuff for pizza, so that if one night, again, we're like, I don't want to make this, let's have pizza night. So yeah, I like having that one miscellaneous.
We got a great question from Leah. Do you prep 14 different meals per week or just a few? That's a great question. A lot of the times what I'll do is I'll plan a meal like, say I want to make a chicken salad, right? Or, chicken salad with like greens, and I'm going to have that for lunches. I don't just like plan that like I'm going to have this for lunch one day. What I'll usually do is make enough for like multiple days. And then, I'll have that for lunch, maybe a few days during the week. And when you do it that way, you can kind of cost out, if you know what things kind of cost in the grocery store, well, this is only, $2 per lunch, or however you break it down. And if you buy in bulk that way for the whole week, then you really reduce the cost. Because you don't have to be making, 14 different exotic meals. I mean, one of my favorites is a loaded sweet potato.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you buy a
had
sweet
that
potato,
Monday.
you throw on some black beans, maybe avocado, and some sauteed spinach, and that's a whole meal, and you have
And it's
all of
super
your
filling. It's so good.
healthy, nutrients.
So going back though to the chicken salad, so let's say you don't like to have the same thing every day, but like this week I planned tuna salad for like 3 lunches, but I change it up. So one day I'll have the tuna salad on a bed of lettuce and like make it a salad. One day I'll roll it up in a tortilla, so it's like a wrap. And one day I'll have crackers and dip it with crackers. So it still feels like 3 different meals, but I'm not having to make something totally different. And I also, like, when I'm making my meal plan, like, we're supposed to have fish tonight for dinner, and it was frozen. So I wrote, like, on last night's meal plan, don't forget to thaw out the fish. So, just trying to keep knowing what's coming so that you can be ready. Because if you got to today and you hadn't thawed out the fish, then again, like, you're like, oh crap, what do I do? But you have your meal plan, and you could just switch a night.
You can switch it around. So as you can see, you can have a lot of fun with meal planning. It's something that's great. You can always, message me or message Heather if you want recipe ideas. We've got menus. We've got all kinds of tips and tricks we can share with you on how we meal plan on a weekly basis. And I am more than happy to share with you what I'm eating every week if you want some ideas.
A great thing to do if you want easy lunches for the week is to attend or host a salad in a jar party.
Yes.
You
awesome.
leave the salad in a jar party with 5 different amazing salads that you could never do on your own, because you would never be able to buy all these ingredients just for 1 week for yourself. So you get a bunch of friends together, you all bring stuff. We have a great, we have parties here in Nashville all the time, so connect with us if you want to attend
let us
one.
know if you're interested. We have salad and jar parties frequently.
Yeah, I've got 2 this weekend actually. Julie says, what do you think about artificial sweeteners? That's a great question. We'll address that in another live video.
Absolutely,
sure.
That is an excellent topic. We could
Easy answer is bleh.
Yeah, no. So, all right. Well, I think that's our time for today. But it's been awesome. We had so many watchers. Looks like we're building our live audience. We're so excited. We are going to be here next week, same time, same channel.
Same bat channel.
And we both will still have our purple hair, I would imagine. You never know what you're going to get, though.
You
never know what you're going to get. And this was an accident. We didn't both know we were going to be going
We
purple.
didn't both know we were going to OD on Vineyard.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We will see you next week.
Thank you so much.